Selecting the awards and the award recipients is not one that our teachers treat lightly. It is a true tribute to our kids that the decision of who actually wins these awards is a sometimes very difficult endeavor.
Comprised of middle school musicians working towards an audition with the Sacramento Youth Orchestra. And the winners this evening is no other than Sam Western. The award to Sam Western, Eich Middle School Music Scholarship presented by Beta Chapter. And here you are, congratulations.
Our first award goes to the student who was the backbone of our bass drum line, and he was always positive and always was really encouraging of his line. I would like to present this to Mr. Mason Harder. Drumline award goes to the captain of our drum line. He arranged extra rehearsals. He was always great about being responsible and sending out reminders and getting in touch with the members when I forgot. So I'm very pleased to present this to Mr. Sam Western. Someone who I would call definitely a prodigy on his instrument. He is able to play any song after hearing it just one time without even looking at the music. He was just a joy to work with this year, Mr. Matthew Wheelsheet. He was simultaneously willing to help out any beginner in the class while also wanting to perfect her skill, and she would come in at lunchtime and just say to me, okay, what do I need to learn next? What cool, I need more. And this award goes to Miss Diana Cava. Our first award goes to our lead trombone player. He is looking forward to marching with the Oakmont Band, and he was also a member of our first ever Bluesville Honor Band. Oh, sorry, Mr. Evan Fitter.
Took on really difficult subjects for her pages and always had a positive attitude, which isn't always easy in yearbook and deadlines. She has great attention to detail and creativity and really shined through in all her pages. And she's also great at texting me and reminding me of things that we had to do. So the first yearbook award goes to Amara Levy. The second yearbook award, this person has been in yearbook 2 years, seen a lot of growth and development in his pages and his attention to detail. His biggest role is our head techie. It's also the most stressful role in yearbook. He often was heard saying, I was so busy helping others that I didn't get to work on my page, yet he never missed a deadline. He was voted by his peers for this award, so the second award goes to Elijah Ripper. Portrait of a grizzly bear in a winter scene instantly drew everyone's attention and had people exclaiming, that's like a professional. She was voted by her peers for this award, and she is definitely deserving. It goes to Callie Tagara. second-year art student, and I would say that she showed the most improvement. She developed in her own style, creating a melting clock design and complemented the poem that gave Salvador Dali a run for its money this year. She's one of the most conscientious and kind students I know, and she's that kid that no matter what you're talking about in class, she is always engaged and nodding, and you just want to teach right to her. So the second Advanced Art Award goes to Sarah Benstead.
These three students will be this next generation's engineers and fabricators, and will bring us into a whole new technological world where the buildings and the cars and the appliances are hardly recognizable today. These three students are Olivia Ward, Matthew Stark, and Farkunda Muradi.
Always willing to go in there and help train all of the 7th graders, and she was just non-stop in the student store this year. So I'd like to recognize Eliana Woodward. I can't say enough about her. I'm sure she's going to do great things at Oakmont next year. I feel so fortunate to have had her by my side every step of the way this year. So the President's Gavel goes to Sophia.
For English learners who have demonstrated supreme effort at mastering the English language and meeting all requirements for reclassification. This year, we have 11 students that have met the reclassification requirements set by the district. These standards include taking an English language development test in the spring, meeting standards on the ELA portion of the CASP test, and maintaining a 70% or better grade in language arts in the categories of reading literature, reading information, and writing. These 11 students have worked really hard to meet these requirements, and I'm proud of them being reclassified. They are Farkunda Muradi, Angel Quinones, Giselle Alvarado, Siri Cifuentes, Caitlin Garcia, Stephanie Gonzalez, Roman Ista, Faria Muradi, Christopher Perez, Marco Sanchez, and Gabriela Tinoco. And she takes on extra projects every time she finishes, and when she finishes, they're perfect, every time. So I was able to trust her. We did a large project for our students for next year for our PBIS, and I was able to trust her with a really important segment. And so my first Advanced Comtech Award goes to Salma Abu Khabir.
I will always look at the clock wall and think of this student because of her incredible thoughtfulness. Congratulations to Alana Vanderstadt. There's a very bright future ahead for this student, and she will be missed beyond what words can express. Congratulations to Haley Williams.
actress, an incredibly beautiful dancer, and a singing voice that is beyond her years. I'm lucky to have worked with her, and I'm really looking forward to watching her performances throughout the years. This young actress is Diana Beavers. He has a very strong voice, both singing and speaking. I think his singing skills even surprised himself. He's so much fun to have in class, and it's going to be very, very difficult to fill his role in advanced drama. I look forward to watching him continue to blossom. Matthew Howe.
For science and is meticulous with his answers. He has a quick smile and an easygoing attitude. This science award goes to Pranay Dayal. The nicest personal planner I have ever seen. This student excelled. Countless times throughout the year, I saw her hand go up, and I knew I was going to learn something. She will succeed at whatever she puts her mind to. This award goes to Hannah Andreasen.
She impresses us daily, and we look forward to seeing what her bright future holds. The math department would like to recognize Amy Van.
Razor close, but she won anyway. We actually had a tie for second place with a 38-meter rocket. Two teams. The first team comes from my class, Derek Lamb and Tyler Mel. And also in second place, Pranay Dayal and Julian Jones. And in first place, by 1 meter, a team of Mason Manhard and Ashar.
Perseverance and positivity are two words to describe this young lady. She is headed for amazing things in her future. Congratulations to Ms. Salma Abu Hajra. Take any side of any issue for a good verbal battle. Plus, he's super friendly and polite and kind and respectful. He has an excellent rapport with his peers. I love this kid. This award goes to Goga James.
Honor I've had the privilege of having for 2 years, and although this student has challenged me with being able to read her writing because it is so tiny and she is so well written, I'd like to give this award to Amy Van.
Este certificado es para Sam Weston. Me encantó tener Rosa Beatriz en mi clase por 3 años.
know every president there is, and I know all these facts. She knew more than I did. She never said anything about her love for science. Hannah Andreessen, would you come here?
Endless energy, love for the topic that I love. And specifically, this student enjoys military history, as I do, so the choice was easy for me. Congratulations, Andrew Kuzenfeld.
Students in my class, I could not be more proud of these two amazing, not just PE students, but wonderful human beings. You've heard these names already. Please join me in honoring and celebrating Mr. Tanner Stone and Hannah Andreessen.
They are great examples for other kids, and they are just about the kindest people you can know. They're just great kids. The first one goes to Brady Freeman. The second award for male goes to Bernie Bernardo. I was like, yes, you deserve this award. And I actually thanked her the next day because I love seeing my daughter see that energy and that positivity, and I want her to exemplify that and emulate that as she gets older. Like I said, unfortunately, I've never had the opportunity to have this girl in my class, but what a great girl, what a great family. Allison Alway. Allison Alway.
He is always pushing himself to get better and is a great role model for his peers. No record here at Eich has been safe with this young man in pursuit of any record within his reach. While here, he participated in cross country, track, basketball, all of course while maintaining a high GPA. We know that in high school, this individual will accomplish everything he puts his mind to, and we all look forward to hearing about all of his successes. Please join me in recognizing Julian Joseph. Role model for her peers and pushes them to do better too. While here, she participated in track, cross country, and basketball while also maintaining a very high GPA. While on the track team, this athlete participated in almost every running event at every meet. We know that in high school, she will most likely continue this as each relay team will need a special runner like her on it. We can't wait to hear about all of her accomplishments in the future. Please join me in recognizing Unique Hartman.
And it came down to the last meet, the finals, and she hit the board perfect. She flew through the air, and she flew 2 inches more, so Miss Amy Van got the record for 16.8. It's an amazing feat. Congratulations.
University women. This application process has several arduous steps for selection. This student did a fantastic job and will represent Eich very well. Congratulations to Elizai Baisa.
This student is everything we want our children to be. Makes me hopeful for our future. Wonderful all-around student with a great sense of humor and supportive and respectful to all other students. It is my absolute pleasure and honor to present the Principal's Award to Mr. Sam Weston.
And as an employer in this community, I certainly hope when you're done with college, you come back here and share those talents. So the 2019 Roseville Area Chamber of Commerce Award is going to Sophia Ernest.
She is an exceptional student and young adult. Teachers here at Eich Middle School have stated that this student will go places. Please join me in congratulating the Hope of America awardee, Allison Alway.
Nationally recognized award is awarded in recognition of the high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary to the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of our society. I have to apologize for this, for the pronunciation. Would Hannah Anderson please come forward?